I need your help on what questions we would have to ask in the form. So say I can get like a page up where it's like AI created job videos, custom to you, and then just like an intake form, right? And it's like, who's your company? What's the job? What do you want the video to say? Write the script. Would you like help writing the script? Cool.
I think it can, like, the safest thing for fulfillment is voiceover B-roll.
Oh, 100%. That's all it can be.
So I think that you need that on the form from my end. Okay.
Yep.
Telling them that. Like, we can do B-roll, voiceover. I think you should also cap it at a time limit. So like, we can do as many videos as you want like that, but they have to be 60 each. Would be good, I think.
You think 60? I think 30s.
Okay, sure. You could say we can give you, the tick box of 30 or 60. You can say that, right? But no more than 60 is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So B-roll, VO, 60 or 30, you can choose, tick box. The other questions would be obviously like, what do you want your script to say? Or do you have a script? We can write it, or so basically in that box, you would either input, what do you want the script to say? Or you can write the script and we can just fulfill it, either one. So that box would cover that, right? It's kind of like an intake form as if it was a discovery call almost.
Yes, say those things. Say what you would need.
Yeah, so how do you want it to feel? And then maybe they could just fill in 150 characters of how they want it to feel. Choose words like heartfelt, inspiring, realistic, things like that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think the robot, if you input this transcript into the help you fill out the intake form. So then that leads me to the next point. Music we'll just pick because it's easy. I mean, that's for just standard job videos. That's like kind of
but you need like what are the 5 activities of this role and where they take place? Like either link me to your job description, right?
Sure. Right. You have to give us the job description of the job that you want the video to be about.
And then maybe like, do you have any photos of the work?
How many individual videos?
I think it's like a 1-to-1. Like, I think it's like a pay per video.
So
or it's like there's a
form for one video, and each time you have to fill it out over and over again for more videos.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we used to have this type form where we did this for our DIY videos. The world's so fucking full circle. It's not even funny. So here's some stuff we did for VO, right? We used to have this like type form. Choose a character for your voiceover. What language? We can omit that. Does your character have an accent? Do you have a preference on gender? What age? So that we can get the VO stuff right.
Great.
We have one for music too. Do you want us? I think we should include this. I think we should include like pick your own music.
Do you have photos of people doing the job? Is a good one.
Yep.
So then we can use them as reference. I mean, if we got the job description and what they want the VO to say and how they want the music to feel and how they want the VO to sound, I mean, I could make it. What do you want to charge?
Cool.
Okay.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How much can we charge?
$5,000.
Like 1,000. But I think we have to start super low.
Okay.
I don't know. I think a grant, when I priced DIY video before, the way that I priced it was really smart. I had tiers of pricing that were under the P card limits for most companies. So people could buy it with a credit card without having to get permission or any approvals. And so I learned all those by doing a survey of all my corporate friends and doing a bunch of research. And it was like, at the enterprise level, it's like 10K or less. So if somebody's got spending power and they want to buy a bunch of these, like they could buy 10 of them in one transaction, and it has to be priced under 10K. And then it's like, there's a tier that's like under 4K. And then there's a tier that's under 2,500. And then there's a tier that's under 1,000. Like those are the levels of buying power typically on P cards. So I think one thing we could do is like, we'll do a pricing study and package it appropriately. But I think this stuff, if we're first to market and we price it right and not try to overprice it, we'll hit a volume play here that might be super interesting. I could sell videos for $1,000 a piece with the DIY stuff, and it was like they had to film it. Like there was so much more work involved on their end, and this is so much easier on their end. I think I could easily sell it for $1,000 a piece.
Okay.
But what I don't know is, can we make a profit off that, and how big is the profit? And then eventually, what we need to do is plug things together so that, because right, the components right now are hyper manual. Like you're pulling the video together. Someone has to pick a song. Somebody has to do a VO, like AI recording. Somebody's got to sew it all together, right?
No one could build a pipeline, but no one could hypothetically build a pipeline right now. But but he would need to be either compensated for the pipeline. Is basically how he's pitched it to me, is that he either wants to be compensated one time for the pipeline.
Yep.
And he'll help you make sure it works for one fee, or you cut him into the back end. But he's more interested in the money up front, is how he's pitched it to me.
Great.
But he's going to charge a lot for that.
Like what's a lot? I
don't know, a couple G's.
Okay. Well, I think before we even engage him, I think we need to know what the pipeline is. And if like, we got to do it manually enough to know like, hey, these are the ingredients to make this thing good. Because there might be components that we're missing that we don't want to have to go back and be like, oh, also build this into it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So for right now with Rajit, I pulled the images in Midjourney, right? So it starts.
Yep.
Well, I mean, how automated do you want to make this? Because it's like,
I think at the beginning, the more we can make them look really good, the better.
Let's just start. Let's not just jump to the automation yet, because let's just start there.
Right.
Let's just start.
Right.
Yeah. I know that eventually it will have to be automated. No one knows that. We all know that. But I don't think that we're currently there yet. That being said, though, I mean, price it at whatever you want. I don't care. I mean, just understand that per video, right? You might have to spend $250.
I think it might even be higher than that. So I think
maybe it could end up being 2 rounds of, because this is how VO.
I get it. Yeah.
It's $200 for the month. That hits every month, right? That gives you the max credits. I already maxed that on just testing it. That was like day 3, right? Then they charge you $200 for max credits. You could maybe get a 30 or a 60 out of max credits, but there's a chance that it goes to $400 for a 30 or a 60. So let's just say 40 or 60 would be $400 overhead and sub. So now you're only making $600. It doesn't make any sense.
You're not making $600. You're making less than that, because you also are licensing music. You're also getting a VO. You're also together.
Yeah.
So pricing would have to be closer to $2,500.
If not more. I mean, there's
minimum.
Charge somebody like 10 grand at least for the same video if we did it in real life. If the whole point of this is that the clips that I'm making are indistinguishable from real life, then they should be paying close to what real life is, because we're actually doing them a service by not, this is me dipping my toe into sales, but by cutting out all their pre-pro time, all their production time, all the travel time, all the post time. So like hypothetically, you could make the argument, this is just my thing, that it's the same price or almost the same price, because we're actually doing you a service by using this, not a disservice. Like it's not a discount. It's just you save on other things, not money. You know what I mean? Like maybe that's the
right.
Because you do. I mean, that's what I was trying to tell you, is that, you know, if you could cut out your whole sales pipeline prior to even starting discovery, prior to even doing discovery, then doing pre-pro, then doing shoot, then doing post, and you could just do post, when that's saving you more than money. So here's the thing, right? This is how I see it from the art side, right? When I say this is going to be indistinguishable from reality in 8 months, 9 months, a year, right? What I mean by that is with an operator.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Now, you want to get indistinguishable from reality with an operator that has a pipeline that automates it, you're probably looking at for that same fidelity that the operator would get you, I think you're looking at 3 years, maybe more.
I don't think so.
Maybe 2. I don't. No. I don't think you understand how finicky these pipelines are. Like, I've watched Noah show me them.
Yeah.
It's like it still needs a lot of oversight. And I'm not just saying that to like rope me in. I'm saying more like
I agree with you.
They're there yet at all.
I don't think we're there yet.
Right. The pipeline will give you a lot of clips, like as I understand it. And the problem, they're only going to get pricier at the pipeline too, because the pipeline's point is like maximize, like input the script, right? Input the prompts, right? And the pipeline's going to spit you out like 50,000 videos, which will then cost you $2,000.
So
you can regulate that, but the pipeline is trying to like get you quantity so somebody could go in and be like,
I think the smarter play here, if we can pull it off, and this is the shit that I don't know. Like the sales end, I think I can figure that out. I need a page, I need the SERPs or someone to build me a page that is probably a separate URL from our main business that is just self-service AI job videos. And I need to be able to integrate like Stripe. Like there needs to be like it just needs to be a super simple intake with a payment. And then we take all that data in, and then I need a way to fulfill it. And I think in the beginning, it's going to be you and me figuring out the first 5. And then we're going to teach the SERPs how to do it. And then we monetize and we scale for 6 to 18 months using as much as we possibly can scale with the SERPs team until the technology catches up. And I think by then the technology will catch up. But I think the moment to strike, nobody else is doing this. No one else, to your point, can even possibly imagine doing this yet because the technology is so Frankenstein, but that is the IP that you have, right? So let's build the thing as if the technology were already there and figure out how to Frankenstein it behind the scenes. But can we get so say we get an order of 10 of these, can we get SERPs to go overnight and within 48 hours create the AI job video? Does it need to be 24 hours? Like that is going to be the issue here.
I could do that if we hired an editor. I would pull VO, images, score, the same way I do for a regular project, except now I'm just pulling the images, which takes a good amount of time, and then pass them off to editor, and then he would edit. And then I could start back on the polls again on another project. I can't do, what's taking me a while in Regie is the editing. I'm not an editor. It takes me longer to edit than normal editors. So editor, key process, part of this process.
So I'll figure out pricing because I think I need to figure that out for a few reasons. But like, could we get a page with a type form or a jot form or something up and running sometime next week? Like, is that chaotic?
Well, you could do the website off of a template, but the problem is, wait, the intake form, no, the payment, no. That's kind of like where I would need help from a professional these days.
But aren't there integrations? Like, because I used to throw up web pages all the time with Typeform, and there's an API, and you just throw the embed code in, and it embeds, and you can update the form anyway.
All right, you go do it. Go do it.
Well, I'm saying I could hack it together to look real shitty. I'm curious how much branding matters.
I think it matters a decent amount.
I think so too. Okay. Blow my roll.
I could get it to look nice, right? Off the template. Integrating the payment. Are you gonna have any work examples up there or just a form?
I think we've got to have that too. Yeah. I'm getting one thing at a time.
Well, you could maybe just have a form.
Yeah.
It would take even longer for the work examples.
So I could build you a form. I'll throw this whole transcript in ChatGPT. I'll build you a form with all the questions.
What I would say, what I was going to go back to saying is lay out the website on a piece of paper exactly how you see it, right?
Yeah.
That is where you should start. I should start by figuring out, and then exactly every function that you need there should be there. That way me and the SERPs can look at it from a branding website perspective and say, okay, This is what the site needs to have. Now we determine the best tool for the job. Is it Framer? Is it Webflow? We have to look at what you put on paper first. So get that. We start there. Then we figure out what is the best tool to build this as quickly as humanly possible. And then we use that tool to build it as quickly as humanly possible.
Okay.
To me, that sounds like what you should do. So we get your thing. I just message them. I put you in the group chat. We take your thing, the outline to them, and we say, best tool for the job. Is it Framer? Is it Webflow? Or I might know, but I don't know. Those things are moving so fast. I don't know. I don't know if Framer, because I would use Framer, but I don't know if Framer has the integration with Stripe. I guess we could just look. I mean, why don't I just stay on the phone right now?
I'm sure they all do. They all have some sort of payment integration.
But the intake form feels pretty custom.
Well, the intake form is just a plugin. Like,
but you say that, Abby, and respectfully.
but I've built a million sites like this. Like,
where on what platform?
Squarespace, Weebly, like.
So yes, start with the outline. Then we'll plug it in. Maybe we can just look at it with the robot and see what the best tool is, and then just build it off of that. Where maybe I can just do it, and then get it up by next week. Yes.
So there is an InVideo AI, generate AI video with just text. But what we're doing is taking it a further step.
Wait, who has this? What are you saying?
All this is like, here, let me show you.
You're paying for the creative, though. You're paying for the curation to make it look as real as humanly possible.
Understood.
That is what the
Yes.
pipeline is currently, and what the humans that are not me and you cannot do right now. That is what most people cannot do right now. Most people, I think it's largely like a creative taste, tech, patience thing. And like, you have to have all of those things for these things to work right now, right? And so like, sometimes when I have the creative right, the tech right, and like the taste right, all the things are right, I still have to run it 8 times to get my result. And that's where the patience comes in. So you're going to lose somebody at one of those steps. That's where we come in. That's a big human component to this right now. But that's what you said that we're paying the premium for.
Okay, let me go do the things I owe you. I know I'm speaking with a sense of urgency. I don't think this needs to I want to do it right. I think we are.
I also think that there's still what we talked about is still on the table about you could just make stuff and send it to them and see how they respond to that too. I think it's like a yes and. I don't think it's I think so too. Work every angle. But I also think that what you're doing with this intake form thing for job videos, I think you could do this is what Noah and I were talking about, is do another version of it as a full AI agency that's more curated towards general marketing, which is what we wanted to do.
Remember those guys? That's what their whole agency's angle is, but they're doing it shittily.
What?
We're an AI agency, so everything that they create is AI generated.
Those guys?
Yep. But they suck, and they take longer than their regular agency. All right, let me get on this. Thanks for taking my... I'm perfectly balanced and healthy. That kind of call. Okay, bye.
I have to computer and never leave, basically. It's the issue right
No,
now.
don't. The breaks are okay. I just know that we're on the cusp of something here.
No, they're not okay right now, Abby. I don't think that they're okay right now, to be honest. Not for you, but more for me, I guess, at this juncture. I think that this is definitely not the time to be doing anything but this. I don't know. I just feel like we haven't been at this juncture in our industry. We were.
I agree.
I agree. And I missed it with the whole Reels. This was 6 years ago. So not, but they come around every once in every 5 years-ish, YouTube generation, Nelk took over. Now they're actual storytellers and content creators, and they're making millions and millions of dollars. Missed that boat. The podcast one missed that boat. There were all these boats, and this is a new boat now. But when's the next boat gonna come? See, and it's also hard, Abby. It took me way too long to do those 3 clips. And I learned the new limitation of that is consistent character with speaking. That is near damn impossible on it right now. That was a new learning.
I think there's a yes,
It's extremely nuanced, the whole thing.
which is why we could probably do it better.
Well, yeah.
Okay.